The implied start is indicating a very muted start, marginally in the green, but a very muted start with an uptick of just 7 points on GIFT Nifty. But let's move on to the geopolitics and how that is shaping up. Hours after a strong show of unity by India, Russia and China at the SCO summit, Donald Trump attacked India in a Truth Social post claiming he had offered to slash tariffs on US goods to zero, even as he denounced New Delhi for buying Russian oil and weapons. He called the trade relationship very one-sided, saying India sells massive amounts to the US while buying little in return. Remember these comments as Trump has imposed tariffs as high as 50% on Indian exports, among the steepest yet under Trump's administration. Now, the Indian government has not responded to these comments yet. We caught up with a whole host of experts to decode Trump's latest claims that India offered to cut tariffs to nothing. Let's go cross and listen in.
Unifocal, very myopic approach that President Trump and his team, which is making the things worse, in fact, has been doing it. So India had to move on. India had to find other partners, had to find other equations, and that's precisely what we are doing. Now in a greater way, China is our second largest trading partner. We have to deal with it. And we have to try to bridge the gap of the trade deficit that we have with China of $100 billion. Our total exports to the United States happens to be somewhere around 80 billion or $85 billion. Now, that we'll have to diversify it. That's important for us. That does not mean that we are going away anywhere from the U.S. relationship. It's an important country, and we'll continue to engage. But that will be on the basis of mutual respect and mutual care from the U.S. relationship. It's an important country, and we'll continue to engage. But that will be on the basis of mutual respect and mutual sensitivities.
Make such an own goal against its own interests as the United States in its treatment of India and other former allies. What they have actually done is to belittle and humiliate not only India, but Europe with its total surrender and Japan with its total surrender, so that its alliances are no longer based upon shared values and respect and even affection. They're based upon economic brutality and hate. Now, you cannot say that the world will be governed in the same way under the former respectful treaties and under what Trump is seeking to achieve now, which is purely mercantile bullying.
All right, so those are the expert views coming in. But remember, these comments came just a while after a successful meeting between Prime Minister Modi, Russian President Putin, and Chinese President Xi Jinping. Now, the three leaders are committed to better cooperation and trade between the three nations, while Putin has strongly denounced the West sanctions-led pulling. In fact, let's go across and listen into the key commentary coming in from the three leaders.
कठिन से कठिन परिस्थितियों में भी भारत और रूस हमेशा कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर चले हैं। हमारा करीबी सहयोग न केवल दोनों देशों के लोगों के लिए बल्कि वैश्विक शांति, स्थिरता और समृद्धि के लिए महत्वपूर्ण है। एक्सेलेंसी, यूक्रेन में चल रहे संघर्ष के विषय में हम लगातार चर्चा करते रहे हैं। हाल में किए गए शांति के सभी प्रयासों का हम स्वागत करते हैं। हम आशा करते हैं कि सभी पक्ष कंस्ट्रक्टिवली आगे बढ़ेंगे।
And while Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says that the Federal Reserve should